A few days after the election, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, who honestly is a little bit of a piece of work, Lieutenant Governor Patrick announced that he was ready to pay up to $1 million to anybody who could find evidence of this supposed voter fraud, which the president has been saying cost him the election. This $1 million prize from the Lieutenant Governor of Texas was not just for Texans. Offer valid in all 50 states. He said, quote, whistleblowers and tipsters should turn over their evidence to local law enforcement. Anyone who provides information that leads to an arrest and final conviction of voter fraud will be paid a minimum of $25,000 and maybe $1 million. Wouldn't you know it, though? Soon after the Texas Lieutenant Governor threw that chum into the water, he got a bite. The Democratic Lieutenant Governor in Pennsylvania, John Fetterman, responded, said he had taken on the challenge and he had succeeded and he wanted his
I already see what's coming.
He dug up an instance of voter fraud right in his home state of Pennsylvania.
Against
it was maybe not the kind
a
of
Republican
his Texan counterpart was hoping for, but he did try to collect just the same, saying, quote, hey, Lieutenant Governor Patrick, it's your counterpart in Pennsylvania. I'd like to collect your handsome reward for reporting voter fraud. I got a dude in 40 Fort, PA, who tried to have his dead mom vote for Trump. Lieutenant Governor Fetterman said he was willing to accept his payment from Texas in convenience.
Oh, talk about poetic justice.
So far, not a peep from Austin.
Beautiful.
It's fascinating.
That's funny. I don't care who you are. You got to admit, that's funny.
Joins us, I am told, from a rest stop in Breezewood, PA. Is that true?
Right on the beautiful Pennsylvania Turnpike. Yep.
What's behind you? It's kind of a super cool shot there.
Yeah, it's a turnpike mural of all these historical photographs. I thought, it's the best background I could possibly, pull together at this point. So. Very historical.
I appreciate you doing it. I also appreciate that you are a tall guy with long arms, and so not having a tripod for your camera actually also works out fine.
Yeah, well, we just passed the budget and I'm on my way back home. Yeah.
Let me ask you first about you and Dan Patrick. Have you actually heard anything from him since you tried to claim the reward?
No, my dude owes me at least $2 million. We had 2 instances of voter fraud in Pennsylvania that involved Republicans having relatives vote for Donald Trump, one living, one dead. We had a dead mom try to vote in Luzerne County, and then we had a Republican father who voted for Trump in Chester County and then left. About half an hour later, he came back wearing sunglasses and he tried to vote for his son, who was a Democrat. So, I mean, this wasn't the best and brightest but in terms of, Lieutenant Governor Patrick owing me,
you haven't heard one Republican claiming voter fraud on the Democrat come up with something as solid as that.
Actually, the Lieutenant Governor did reach out to me on Twitter.
Even if it is one fraudulent vote, instead of thousands and thousands of fraudulent votes.
Additional pressure. I, for one, would like to see what you do with the money. But let me ask you about the broader issue right now. Pennsylvania sort of being in the sights of the president, at least by some reporting. President Trump is leaning on members of Republican-controlled legislatures in states that Biden won. We saw him bring these Michigan Republicans to the White House today. CNN is reporting that Pennsylvania is next, that he may ask Republicans.
So what is he doing, bringing in these people, threatening them, coercing them?
I'm like,
paying them off to all of a sudden go a reverse on the certified results of an election, and thinks he's going to get them to suddenly change their certified decisions that Joe Biden won.
So it's really not anything that I'm concerned about, nor should any
No president in the 244-year history of this country has done such a thing. But Donald Trump.
It's just kind of sad and demented.
It is sad and demented.
Is the certification of the vote in Pennsylvania going to go
very,
smoothly?
very
is there
sad.
Any potential bottleneck in the system, like in Michigan?
And this is something that Trump is going to go down in history, looking like
if they both went along with the pressure,
a sore loser or a whiny, petulant little
is the process vulnerable to
brat.
That kind of thing in Pennsylvania too?
I was going to say another thing that also starts with B, but I'm being nice. Adios.